Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Jeff Gatsby Wilson of the Black Business Entrepreneur Podcast. We're back online because we just did on a feed, man, that I was told didn't come out good. It was horrible. My team over here, my techs and my viewers was supposed to get at me and let me know that the stream wasn't going good. But big shout out to my friend Shelly. Thank you for checking with me and telling me that the podcast did not go out right and that I should do it again. So a big shout out to her and thank you for all you do. Anyway, it's your man DJ Gaster, the Black Business Entrepreneur Podcast. We were on a few minutes ago talking about Carlos Elmore Jr. He's founder of Veteran Vets Limited, a nonprofit 501c organization here in McDonough, Georgia, that's dedicated to raising money and awareness for homeless veterans in McDonough, Georgia. So want to apologize to Carlos if I couldn't get the show right the first time, and also want to apologize to you guys because Carlos unfortunately can't join us today. There was a lot of excitement and about him being on the show. He's a military veteran who has went through some of these perils that our soldiers do when they come back home, dealing with the Veterans Administration, getting reacclimated to society here in the States. He's been homeless. He's had health issues. He's been through some of the worst things that veterans can go through when they're coming back home from serving our country. And he's still standing. He's still proud. He's still trying to give back. And Veterans Vet Limited is an organization that he founded to help homeless veterans. So, chap, salute to my brother Carlos Elmora Jr. For reaching out to me and just being a supporter of the podcast. They are actually unofficial sponsors of the Black Business Entrepreneur Podcast, and that makes them the very first sponsor of this show. So I got to give much respect to Veterans Vet Limited, Carlos Elmora, for agreeing to be honorary sponsors on behalf of the homeless veterans of America for my show. And for that, I can't thank you enough, my brother. And again, Carlos can't be here. He promised to come on at another time. And we're going to get him to tell his story and possibly some of the other homeless veterans or military veterans who want to come and talk about what we're doing. I want to start off by saying we have nothing but love, respect, and admiration for our veterans. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, National Guard. I'm not sure all of the government agencies that are really under that umbrella, but we want we want the world to know that here in America we support our veterans and we support the work that they do. We also want to let our homeless veterans and those that are suffering since they came back home. You're not alone. We see you. Our prayers go out to you. We want to help you. We're going to help you. We're just learning what it is that we can do to help our veterans. I have military, active military, or retired military in my family. My daughter, Tamika Richardson, shout out to her. She's a captain in the United States Air Force. That's right. And my daughter's a captain in the United States Air Force. And she's also works with the Veterans Administration in New York. So hands off to my daughter, the captain, as we lovingly call her, for her service. Also, Valerie Blake, a good friend of mine, my daughter's aunt. I love Valerie. She's a good person. She's also served in the military. I believe she was in the Army, and she told me to make sure I mention her and her service, and that she understands a lot of the problems that veterans have when they come back home, not just homelessness, but a lot of mental issues, physical issues, health issues, just getting reacclimated to society. They're not the same person that they left, but they are the same person. And a lot of people don't really understand that. And my cousin Matthew Whiteside, Bunny Matt, Truck Life 91 Floor exclamation point on YouTube. Got to give him a shout. Marine Corps, a veteran. And there's a long list of family members and friends that I could mention, but I just want to take the time out, to give them their flowers, show them some love and respect. It's not just on Veterans Day that we appreciate veterans. Veterans are appreciated all year long. And I wanted to take the time to do that. But again, thanks to everybody who's coming back on. And now, if you're watching me now, and you were watching before, and you actually left the show, or the feed was horrible, and you weren't able to enjoy it where you would have or where you'd like to. And that's not how I work. I'm a perfectionist. I do my best to do things right, because I want you to continue watching the show and supporting me. So again, it's the BBE podcast. Jeff Gatsby Wilson. This is the homeless veterans tribute show that we were having. Carlos Elmore was supposed to be with us, but he couldn't make it. So I'm back on to set the story straight and to you know get that message out. Now, I had a ticker at the bottom that was telling you more information about donations. Visit that website, www.veteranslimited.com, or you can give them a call at 229-255-7479. That's ask for Carlos. That's his number. He's the founder of the organization. He's the guy who's out in the streets reaching out to homeless people. He's the guy out in the streets raising money for homeless people. He's out there, coat drives, food, whatever it is that he can do, he's doing. And we just salute that brother for the work that he's done out here in the community. Once again, like I said, it's DJ Gas to the BBE podcast. Man, I want to thank my guests from last week. Kimmy Jenkins, gospel singer. She's going to be performing at Gospel Exposure 4, Lehman Center in the Bronx. And also Reverend Roger Harris. He leads the Bronx Mass Choir. They're also going to be performing at that event in the Bronx. And Elvis Harrell from New Beginnings Phase 1, an organization that are part of the promoters that are putting that team together. I want to, I'd be remiss if I forgot. I was awarded a plaque from Carlos recently. And I was very touched about it because he gave it to me for my work with his organization, Veterans Vet Limited, my work with him, supporting him and what he does, and offering him the opportunity to come on the BBE podcast and my social media platform to raise awareness and funds for the organization. I'm going to hold a plaque. I hope I do this right now. Every time I tried to do it, I didn't do it right, and people couldn't see it. So okay. Yeah, that's it. That's the plaque that was awarded to me by Carlos and Veterans Vet Limited. And it says, presented to Jeff Gatsby Wilson, producer of podcast talk show, the Black Business Entrepreneur Show, to be specific, for supporting our homeless veterans in America. And it's presented by Carlos and Mora Jr., August 2024, on behalf of Veteran Vets Limited. I was honored. I was touched. It awoke a passion in me for the veterans and what they do. And I want to salute that brother and everybody out there with Veterans Vet Limited and the whole homeless population of America. Man, I have made Veterans Vet Limited honorary sponsors for the show. In other words, I will mention them every show. I will run that ticker at the bottom for information. Donators visit their website, www.veteranslimited.com, every show. I will continue to try to raise awareness to homeless veterans in America, as well as money for Veterans Vets Limited. And that's a big deal for me, because I know a lot of people, I know a lot of businesses, a lot of them have been on the show. I've never asked for sponsors. I never asked for donations. And for this organization, for the veterans homeless, to say, man, we see who you are, we understand what you're doing, we want to honor you for what you're doing and what you've done for us, and show you how much we appreciate your work and the services that you provide to the community. So again, man, I'm humbled. I accept that award on behalf of everyone who understands what our veterans go through, who've been in military service, who are veterans, and for those that didn't make it home, who lost their lives serving our country. I want to honor them as well. Okay. So once again, it's DJ Gasher, the BBE podcast. We're back, man. Forget about that last show that we tried to do a few minutes ago. We came back and we got it right. Um, so don't forget to follow Jeff Gatsby Wilson on Facebook. Check out this podcast every single week. Go on my videos, you'll see all the previous ones. Also, check my Instagram page, DJ Gatsby X. You'll see all of my previous podcasts as well as the video shorts from the other shows that I've done. Also on TikTok, I got a funny side. I would love TikTok. I watch TikTok a lot, and I post on there simply for the views. So big shout out to everybody following me on TikTok. And of course, my major social media platform is YouTube, www.youtube.com/DJ Gatsby Show. Subscribe to that channel and support me as well. For those who would like to be a sponsor and or a guest, you can reach out to me at my website, djgatsbyx@yahoo.com. Email me there, or at wbmediagroup.com. Those are the two emails that I have. Or you can DM me on Instagram or send me a message on Facebook. Listen, I would love to be on here longer, but I just wanted to get back on to set the story straight. I hope there's nothing that I forgot to mention during the broadcast. But again, that ticker on the bottom has a phone number and a website to go and donate money to Veterans Vet Limited. I also have a link on my Instagram page as well as my Facebook page, I believe, that you can click on that will take you directly to veteransvetlimited.com website where you can make a donation. I think we have a 30-day pledge to run that ad and leave that link live so people can raise money. I think $2,500 is the amount that they're trying to get within the next 30 days. I believe they can. With your support, with your donations, they'll make it. But irregardless of what you have, irregardless of what you send, just please keep our veterans in your prayers. Please keep our active duty military in your prayers. A lot of times we're all they got. As I said before, Veterans Day is every day. They have to survive here at home just like they did during their military service. So thank you guys for taking time out from your busy schedules to watch the BBE podcast. Again, I want to apologize for the earlier broadcast that didn't go through, that it went through very poorly, and that we had to double back and do it again. So again, big shout to everyone who supports me and what I do. And if you want to be a sponsor on the BBE podcast, hit me up at that email, djgatsbyx@yahoo.com. And also wbmediagroup@yahoo.com. Those are the two places that you can contact me, and you can also message me online. I don't know, man. I got a lot going on, and things are really doing so good for me now. Really happy. But I want to say it's been a special shout out to family, friends, and everybody who's been supporting me in the podcast, man. It really means a lot. I don't know how to thank you guys enough. Just keep doing what I'm doing. And stay blessed. So once again, DJ Gatsby, the BBE podcast. You know where to find me at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And keep putting God first in all you do. Big shout out to Carlos, man. I see you. Don't worry about not making the show today. I got you. Show must go on, and the show has gone on and will continue. Don't forget, everybody, get that information that's running at the ticker on the bottom to make those donations. So peace. God bless you. Keep putting God first in all you do. And I'll see you the next time on the Black Business Entrepreneur Podcast with Jeff Gatsby Wilson.